Hello everyone, I'm Anime Freak and welcome to the video. I have something to say about the old Goku vs Superman stick that's been happening for the past, I don't know, about several years, ever since Screw paired them up with each other. I have something to say to my fellow Dragon Ball Z fans and the Superman fans, especially the Superman fans. Now, I want you guys to listen very, very carefully. I do not hate Superman. In fact, I see Superman as one of the greatest fictional heroes in comics. But to be honest with you guys, I'm more of a Batman sort of man, if you know what I'm saying. No pun intended. But all in all, I'm just going to get straight to the point. I do not hate Superman. Okay? Now, back in the day, I was always arguing with Superman fans saying that, well, Goku can do this and Goku can do that and this, that and the other. But it wasn't a regular thing for me arguing with Superman fans. It was just passers-by saying that, oh, well, Superman can do this, and, oh, but Goku can do that. But, you know, I mean, it wasn't one of those things that I just, constantly did. It was just like, oh, look, there's a Superman fan spouting shit about Goku. So, I thought, okay, I'll just leave him a comment there, and then I'll just be on my way. And sometimes I would get back to them if they replied to me, and then we would have an argument there, and, yeah, but like I said, I'm not one of those extremist fanboys that would argue, and it would go on and on and on. And this was simply because I wasn't one of those extremist fanboys that would just say, oh, Goku's better, Superman's shit, and all that stuff. I wasn't like that. The old Goku versus Superman thing was just a casual thing. Well, I wouldn't say a casual thing. It was more like, again, it was just more of a passers-by sort of thing. And then one day, Screw Attack made Goku versus Superman. And to be honest, if you've guys seen my top 10 worst moments of Goku vs Superman video, then I'll leave a link in the description box below to that video if you haven't seen it. If you've seen the video, you would know that I 100% agreed with them the first time. And when they made their Goku vs Superman Part 2, I agreed with them again. And they did bring up valid points in their videos. Yes, I was butthurt about it, but what can you do? I mean, you can't argue with facts. But that was until I started watching Animation Rewind, Set the Programmer, and a few other people like Just a Robot. These channels debunked the old Goku vs Superman videos, and they bring up valid arguments against Screw Attack's Goku vs Superman Parts 1 and 2. Now, I'm not going to go out and say, oh, Goku has a chance against Superman now, or haha, they were wrong about Goku vs Superman. This video isn't about me gloating about, oh, Screw Attack got it wrong about Goku vs Superman. This video is towards the Superman fans. So again, I do not hate Superman, and again, I think he's one of the greatest fictional superheroes ever. And I know for a fact there are multiple versions of Superman, each one written by different writers. My favourite version of Superman has to be Justice League Superman, the one from the cartoon. But in general, my favourite version of Superman is the one that decides to never abuse his powers against other people. So I just want to let you guys know that I do not hate Superman, and I do find other versions of him very interesting, like Superboy Prime. That's a very interesting version of Superman. From what I heard, this version of Superman was twisted and he was some sort of dictator. I'm not 100% sure what really happened to Superman in this version, but I heard that he became more twisted and he was almost like Justice Lord Superman. But anyways, yeah, I'm getting off topic. Now, I've got something to ask the Superman fans. Do you guys really hate Goku? I mean, I can understand if you don't prefer Goku, because if you guys really think about it, it was Screw Attack that really got the debates going. People going backwards and forth saying that, oh, Goku can do this, or Superman can do that. I mean, yeah, the nerd debates with Goku vs Superman was a small thing before Screw Attack, but thanks to Screw Attack's Goku vs Superman in both fights, made the internet go absolutely crazy. But after some time, after the second fight, I thought to myself, hold on, both fights were fun, both fights were good, and both fights were very entertaining. And even though I call bullshit on Screw Attack's Goku vs Superman, both fights was very, very entertaining. I mean, wouldn't you guys agree with me that both fights were very entertaining? Because both fights definitely was entertaining. But again, I do call bullshit on Screw Attack's Goku vs. Superman, because again, Screw Attack's Goku vs. Superman's analyses are complete bull. And it's like I've always said, they should use GT Goku against all versions of Superman, and then as soon as Dragon Ball Super is finished, the Superman that defeats GT Goku should be able to go up against Dragon Ball Super Goku after Dragon Ball Super is finished, that is. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I am ready and willing to sit down and discuss with the Superman fans on who would win in a fight between Goku versus Superman. And I'm not talking about just one version of Superman. I'm talking about all versions of Superman versus the two versions of Goku. No whining, no complaining. Let's just have a civil conversation and just talk about it. Not saying, oh, well, Goku can do this, well, Superman can do that. Let's just sit down and just talk amongst ourselves. None of this fanboying or nerd debate or anything like that. Just a simple talk on who would really win. Because at the end of the day, isn't this what we really want? A good, clean, fair fight with the right analyses? Because I know for a fact there are versions of Superman that Goku could never ever beat. Like Cosmic Armor or pre-Crisis Superman. Or was it post-Crisis? I can't remember. Because these two versions of Superman are completely unbeatable. For me, I just want to put this whole argument to bed once and for all. And also, it's disrespectful to both characters to say that, oh well, Goku can win, or Superman can win, regardless of what you say. Because both characters have their weaknesses. And saying that, oh, well, Goku can win, or Superman can win, regardless. Because, as a Dragon Ball Z fan, I know for a fact that Goku isn't as powerful as Cosmic Armor Superman. Hell, there are even gods in the Dragon Ball Super series from episode 100 of Dragon Ball Super that Goku doesn't stand a chance against yet. But again, Dragon Ball Super hasn't finished yet, so we're going to have to wait until the series is finished. And I know for a fact that there are versions of Superman that have been beaten by weaker opponents, and there are versions of Superman that can never ever be beaten. Because again, 14 plus versions of Superman has been written by different people. Which is why I like to suggest this, that we both Dragon Ball Z fans and Superman fans sit down and just talk about it, go through individual versions of Superman, and see which one can beat GT Goku. And if a certain version of Superman can beat GT Goku, then they can go up against Dragon Ball Super Goku. So, what do you guys say? To all the Superman fans and my fellow Dragon Ball Z fans. No more arguing, no more squabbling, no more fanboying. Let's just have a civil conversation about who would win and talk about what they did in this series and what their feats was and how much they can take. Because again, I don't hate the Superman fanboys, I don't hate Superman in general. All I ask for is a good, clean fight with accurate analyses. And if Goku loses, then I'll accept defeat. And when I mean Goku, I mean both versions. Not just GT Goku, but Super Goku as well. So, what do you guys say? Let's put aside our squabbling and our fanboying and just talk about it. So, what do you guys say? Get back to me as soon as you can. And let's make it a friendly debate. And one last thing. I respect Superman. He's responsible and he uses his powers for good. Well, I mean, it depends on the version of Superman that you're using. Like, for example, Superman versus the Elite, or Justice League Superman, or All-Star Superman, like the ones in the cartoons. But again, I do find Superboy Prime interesting. Hell, you can even say that Superman is more responsible than Goku. Hell, Superman is more responsible than Goku. But on the other hand, I love Goku, no homo. I love Goku because of how hardworking he is. And when I was a kid, he was my Superman. Well, the American version of Goku, the one who goes, I am the hope of the universe, I am protector of the innocent, I am the light in the darkness, I am truth. And even though this contradicts Goku's true character, I still like both versions of Goku, both the American version and the Japanese version. Although, there was one thing that Screw Attack did get right, and that is that Goku is the embodiment of a hard-working man. That if you work hard, you can overcome anything and achieve dreams. And that is one of the reasons I love Goku. Not only was he a hero, but he taught us that if you work hard enough, you can achieve absolutely anything. And it's the same with Superman and how he used his powers responsibly. And they are both ultimate heroes. So yeah, I'm going to say this again. I respect Superman. And if you guys like Superman, that's fine. And you know what? Even I like Superman. Because not only is being taught that determination can achieve dreams, but using your powers responsibly is also a good lesson. I mean, just look at this Justice Lords. So I'm going to say this one more time. What do you guys say? Let's stop the squabbling and just talk about this. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll check you out next time. Thank you guys for watching, and if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, I'm on minds.com, VidMe, Gab, Twitter, Tumblr, Patreon, GoFundMe, PayPal, and my other social medias are down there in the description box below, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And please go and check out my new skeptic channel, Gypsy Freak. It's also down there in the description box below. Peace out.